Located in southern Alabama, the city of Andalusia, with a population near 12,000, shares many of the same challenges as any other city, small or large. City leaders work tirelessly to cut city operating costs so they may pass these much-needed savings on to their citizens. While times are tough across the nation and cities have been forced to cut spending, the attitude is one of optimism and resilience in Andalusia. They have a saying there that while they might be a small community, visitors should expect the unexpected. The citizens of Andalusia like to boast quietly about their top 100 rated hospital, top-tier education system, first-class ballet company, steady economy, new business development success, and most of all, the camaraderie of their citizens. City leaders demonstrated their civic pride and fortitude by resolving an energy problem that was draining the city of valuable economic resources.
We're a city of about 12,000 people. We have about 6,000 utility customers, probably not quite that many sewer customers, but we provide electricity, water, and sewer through our utilities board. We just got a great thriving community. Our economy is held up. We've actually seen an increase in our sales tax revenue throughout this entire recessionary period, which is pretty extraordinary. So Andalusia is a very, very special place.
The city of Andalusia's sanitary sewer collection system remains generally out of sight and out of mind until the monthly electric bill arrives, or a failed pump demands an immediate response to prevent a sanitary sewer overflow. Much of the city's wastewater system was more than 20 years old, including most of the city's wastewater pumps. These pumps had lost significant efficiency due to their age and various clogging from rags and other materials. These clogging issues continually resulted in overtime crews being called to pull pumps. Add this to the general increase in electric power costs and the strain it placed on the city to operate this inefficient system. The city leadership knew action had to be taken.
Probably the biggest issue with our system, and as it is with probably all systems, is the aging of the system. And you build the plant, and it has a expected life expectancy of 20 or 25 years, and all of a sudden you find yourself bumping up against that. We were getting to the point where a lot of our equipment was at or beyond its life expectancy as far as useful life was concerned.
Earl Johnson, mayor of the city of Andalusia and chairman of the Utilities Board, and Bob Carter, engineering consultant to the city of Andalusia, identified a $250,000 U.S. Department of Energy block grant administered through the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs. This grant was made available for the purpose of significantly increasing energy efficiency in wastewater systems. The prerequisite for eligibility required at least 30 days of documented monitoring to substantiate a guaranteed 25% reduction in electrical consumption comparing replacement pumps to existing pumps.
This grant was a grant that was part of the stimulus package that came through 2 or 3 years ago. And was targeted at creating energy efficiency in utility systems.
At the time, Flygt was running a promotion that indicated that replacing a sewer pump with their end pump or their end impeller they would guarantee a minimum of 25% reduction in energy consumption.
With Flygt's guarantee of 25% savings, it was an easy decision for us to make, because we knew if the pumps didn't live up to their billing, then Flygt was going to step in and make up the difference. And so we felt comfortable at that point then taking this grant from the federal government, knowing that we would meet their requirement of 25% savings. In fact, we doubled it.
Flygt brand end pumps were specified as replacements.
Well, obviously, we have to recover our cost of operation from our customers, and our customers are the citizens of Andalusia, the homeowners and business owners of our community. So if we can reduce our cost of operation, then we're able to reflect that in the rates that we charge our customers. We were very impressed by the performance of the Flygt end pumps, and if it were if it were possible, if we could afford to do so, we would replace every pump in our system with these new pumps because they far exceeded what we expected the efficiency increase to be. And in fact, at the rate of reduction of use of electricity, these pumps will pay for themselves in less than 3 years. Another issue with respect to pumping and lift stations is the clogging that occurs in these lift stations, where you get materials, solid materials, extraneous materials like roots and limbs and weeds and that kind of stuff that gets into the effluent flow. Stops up the pumps, and then when the pumps stop up at a lift station, you basically put the lift station out of service, and you've got to send out crews to unclog it, and get the equipment working again, get the material flowing again through the lift station. And of course, that's very costly to do that because you have to send crews out, and it usually happens in an overtime situation where people are getting paid overtime up in the middle of the night to go get these systems back up again. So it's very inefficient to operate that way.
The reliability of the Flygt in-pump comes from its unique semi-open screw-shaped design that prevents clogging and facilitates the unobstructed flow of fibrous material. By eliminating the wrapping of material around the impeller, thus impeding pump flow and efficiency, energy savings exceeded 45% in many cases. The leading edge of the in-pump's rotating impeller passes a stationary relief groove located in the pump suction port. The dynamic action cleans and pumps away any rags, stringy materials, and solids from the impeller without compromising hydraulic efficiency. The engineering is more reliable than traditional chopper pumps that grind rags and other debris, yet are less effective against hard foreign materials.
The in-impeller is specifically designed to pass rags, trash, and so forth through the impeller. It has a different type design than the typical impeller used in normal sewage pumps. So therefore, it is less likely to clog and gather restrictions in the openings of the impeller, and therefore lose efficiency due to the clogging.
The competitively awarded contract replaced 3 of the 5 pumps at the wastewater treatment plant's influent pump station at one of the 2 sites. The 3 replacement units involved 45 horsepower pumps that historically incurred 90% of the duty hours. During the trial period, the advanced engineering features of the high-performance Flygt pumps delivered energy use reductions of 48.1% at one location and 56.1% at the other station. This surpassed the minimum 25% reduction required for the grant, and pleasantly surprised all those involved and responsible for the project.
I was shocked at the results. I expected that the increase in efficiency would be maybe around 30%. So to be 48 and 56% was very surprising to me and very pleasing.
We feel like that this is a sort of a no-brainer. If you can increase your efficiency by 50%, I don't know of anything else you could do to your system that would result in that kind of efficiency.
Efficiency restored, problem solved. That's the Flygt story in Andalusia, Alabama. What's your story?